more valuable. You know what I mean? Oh, shoot. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Ash. It's been a while that I make a proper video of myself. I want to share with you guys how I built my SaaS product with only 3 years of software development experience as a junior developer, which actually I self-taught myself out from a whole different background, which is I was in construction before as a project engineer. But then what drive me to build my own product, which by in total I think around there is 3 SaaS product that I've built, and 2 of them have failed. On 11 June, I just deployed my third product, which is a social media scheduler, and I will mention why I built that product as well. I'm actually at a point where I know how to build the product, but selling the product is something that is not really my territory. I mean, I myself have used the product for my own benefit, but I don't understand like how do I really sell the product? I built Bizfast, which is basically a AI receipt management application. My friend once nagged to me that on a weekly basis that he have to compile all his physical receipt because he was doing F&B business, food and beverages, and then on a weekly basis he had to extract all those data, the amount of the things that he bought, and then he have to sort it out in a Google Sheet template because he need to submit those P&L report to his I would say his accountant. But he just said to me that is one of the thing that I've been like not struggle, but it's more like he don't like to do the thing. So I take that as a challenge for myself since I know how to code, and then I build it for a month. I start on November. I forgot exactly date. I think it was on the 17th of November, but I took it only 1 month. I use Bolt.new. Bolt.new is the tools where you can bootstrap an application to build any project at a very quick pace, right? Because the AI will structure all the code for you, and you just tell the AI what you want to build. So at that time, there was a rise of this what we call vibe coding. You know, I mean, bootstrap an application. There's no testing. There's no proper way, proper structured. I do really minimum on documentation, and I just release fast and dirty, and I deploy it, and somewhat there are people who subscribe and use the application. I was happy. It was charged for I think $5, $5 a month. So it means that you can upload the receipt, and then the application will extract the data and sort out through the table. And it's very simple as that. Even though they are paying customer, but it's not what I expect. I expect the customer, a paid user will be like maybe 100, so that I can make good money and perhaps quit my job, obviously, and start focus on being a solopreneur. If I recall, I mean the product was running until last month, if I'm not mistaken. The total is around $100. There are no longer active users, and I've been thinking to use the domain for other projects. And I'm happy, but in the same time, I don't have the passion to make the product better. I mean, this is maybe one of you guys would say, wow, they are paying customer, so you don't have to really care about your feeling. If they are paying customer, then you just improve it. But this is more like personal. It's always within my character that when I try to be real with myself, I build the product for my friend's problem. It's not my own problem. in order for me to make the product better and feel very passionate, I need to be my own painful problem. I don't have that passion. So what I'm trying to say is I don't do anything. I don't improve it. I don't follow up the paying customer. Surprisingly, the customer as well are not giving feedback. So I don't know why they are churn and they are not giving feedback. And but at least I made $100 for 5 months. I'm somewhat happy and not happy. And then I built my second product, which is the AIlanding.io. It's a product where anyone could bootstrap a landing page with AI. For example, I want you to create a landing page for a couple surfer that surf across the globe, for example. The AI will bootstrap because I'm using Claude as the back-end AI model. So Claude will generate the landing page. The user can switch tab into a builder mode. The user can somehow customize the landing page that were created by the AI previously. But even though I feel that it's a cool product, but still it doesn't solve my painful problem. The biggest problem with this product is I do not study enough. I face a blocker where I'm using a third-party builder, which is free at first, but if it reaches a certain limit, then you have to pay. I identify that margin is not satisfied me, and I doubt the package able to sustain even 50 users. The third one is the builder itself is buggy. And if you can search AIlanding.io, it was there. I'm rethinking to use the domain for another project. So this is the second product that I've learned. I would say the product that I failed. And then after that, I felt demotivated. What I did is just I don't really continue building any product. But in the same time, I didn't just lay back and watch Netflix and movies. But instead, I think that maybe I should throw everything, this solopreneurship, and maybe just focus on working for a company. I look into this position, like how can I shift from software developer to DevOps, cloud, even AI. But then it struck me that I said to myself, okay, imagine you already land $100K a year salary, or maybe even $200K a year salary. You work very hard. You are not a talented coder, but you work very hard and you land that job. Are you really happy? What it mean by happy is that, are you happy? Wake up every morning, go to a job, let other people tell you what time to go to a lunch, need to ask other people permission for annual leave, need to ask other people permission whether take a vacation. You don't have the creative freedom to build the product with your own style. You eventually been thrown out. I don't know, maybe legacy code base that are written by other people poorly, and then instead that people left the company and now you are with the company. It's your responsibility. I don't care. I just want you to look at this code base and fix what you can. I mean, is that the reality that you want to continue moving forward? And I take a very deep thought about it, and I would say no. Obviously, I am the author of my life. But the problem with the modern world today is we have to pay bills, especially when you are married and you definitely have children and have mortgage and have a car loan and maybe a bit of education loan, and you still need to pay those loans. You don't have any other choice other than enslave yourself to a company and hoping that they don't pay your salary more than 30 years. And knowing that you have that time slot where you can deviate and start doing and building something that you believe. And at that very moment, I decide, just do it. Just do it. Just do it. I mean, I'll be more proud if I say, yeah, I fail pursuing what I believe in this and that and here and what. Anyway, the third product that I built is a social media scheduler. Maybe some of you guys already follow me. You know what I'm building. Okay, I don't want to speak for others, but let me speak for myself. With the rise of AI, I realized we can build product really quickly. The tools are there at the moment. With the rise of AI, they can make their own marketing campaign. They can script email from website to collect leads. Today, it's not about you build the best product, but it's about how many followers that you have. Maybe we take example for a Hollywood actor or actress. It's no longer about whether you have the biggest muscle like Arnold Schwarzenegger or maybe The Rock, but you can be ugly as hell, but if you have 100 million followers and you're an ugly actor, the producer would rather hire you than The Rock, because out of those 100 million, definitely 10% will buy those movie tickets to see you on the big screen. Those apply to every entrepreneur. If you look, Gary Vee, even they have made millions, they still hustle on social media and to maintain their audience, to keep their audience alive, to keep getting their audience attention. And this thing is not new. Gary Vee been nagging about social media. I don't remember, I think when I was in college back in 2014, 2013, until today, he still nag about social media. And I start to believe, yes, add up with AI, you have an audience. You don't have to get lots of audience like millions. You just need to get your first 1,000 true followers or true audience that really support you and look up to you and really inspire you on your journey or whatever. There was one Japanese guy. Previously, he worked 9 to 5 in a corporate job, but then he just fed up. But the only thing that he had, he know how to speak English very well. And pause a little bit. I know we are supposed to talk about my third product, but I'm going to finish this just to give a context of why I'm building my third product, because it's leading there. So back to the Japanese guy. He started with, I think I follow him when he just had 13,000 subscribers. Keep persisting. He keep uploading videos, show his journey, sleeping on the street, sleeping under the bridge, sleeping in a cheap hotel for only $2. And then people are support, and he keep sharing that if you had a day-to-day life as a homeless, what you do. And then after he gained a lot of subscribers, he able to gain a lot of money from the YouTube Google AdSense, and he start to buy a scooter to see that the community, the followers are able to change his life. And because he realized that he already have more than 50,000 followers, he start to make his own merchandise, and he start to meet his old friend that was selling merchandise and ask his friend to make a t-shirt, a cap, specifically about him, some sort of logo that have related to him. And then moving forward, as he make video, he will attach those merchandise. So these things is a positive phenomena, even for a homeless guy. By doing content on a daily basis, he able to sustain himself. You don't have to make millions and buy Lamborghini, but you have an audience that supports you on your journey or whatever, and you able to create a transaction within your content and your audience and make a living. Not to have a very luxury life, but just to keep them on a minimum basis, to have food, to have place of shelter, a freedom of time to create something that you believe in. That is the best state of a human being in the world. It was never about having the nicest car, at least for me. It's not about having the nicest car. It's not about having the biggest house for you to flex with your friends. I don't understand, but it's totally not me. I just want to have time to build something that I believe in, learning new stuff, more valuable. You know what I mean? Oh shoot. Sorry guys, got some technical issue. My lights switch off. But let's continue. So at that very moment, I think I need to build my own content. So as a base, I know that I'm going to build multiple startup. I'm going to build startup and fail, build and fail, build and fail. I know this is the game, because as a business, when you want to start a business, business was never you build once and then it's going to be succeed. No, business, if you're building from scratch, you're building product from scratch, you're building a brand from scratch, it's always about the game of probability. You start and fail, you start and fail, or maybe you start and fail and iterate and fail and iterate and fail and iterate and success. Some start, fail, scrap, start, fail, scrap, start, fail, scrap, start, fail, success. So it's a game of probability. That's why this time I built a social media scheduler and a social media blast, which is you can blast all your social media across all platforms. Because I knew as the base of this journey is I need to create an audience, even a proven value product. If nobody trusts you, if nobody knows you, if you are not being loud enough, nobody is going to subscribe. So in a game of selling things, it's not just you build a good product, but you need to have a trusted audience. You need to have that follower. You need to create your reputation. You need to build that confidence within those who sees you. I mean, those are tough. Those are not going to come overnight. Bottom line, number one, building is one thing. You can ship fast. You can build and bootstrap your product, make it MVP very quickly, a week, 2 weeks, a month. When you want to start to sell, that is a whole different game. You need to create an audience, you need to create followers, and you need to be loud, and you need to utilize social media. Selling is hard, but you need to focus on building your customers. The most important thing, you need to bring value in your content. If you just speak, you just throw out, you just say to ChatGPT, hey ChatGPT, create me 100 lists of Twitter content, create me 100 lists of YouTube content, nobody is going to be attracted to all this content that actually can be found when you break a fortune cookie. So no, you have to bring value. And in my case, the experience and the value that I want to bring forward is that I want to share about how can people make money with AI. How can people make money by making a software product? And how can people use social media the right way to generate income for them? And the ultimate goal is that I want every single audience that watch this video to generate their first $1,000 MRR by building software products and AI and social media. I would share even more. If you think that you want to know anything about my journey, about how I built my product in details, or how I self-taught myself, and to those of you who are listening up to this minutes, I just want to say thank you. And do share, like, and subscribe. And if you want to follow my newsletter, you can check out in my bio. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you, everyone. Peace out.